Next up, I'm very happy that Nadia Ait-Aissa is joining us. She is a representative from Sanofi. And Nadia, we're so happy to have you here and also share some insights about the social activities focusing on the community.
Thank you very much, Steffi. Thank you, Hane, and thank you, Bastien. I'm thinking about him right now. First of all, I would like really to thank everyone for the opportunity to host us as a pharmaceutical industry among all of you, meaning the diabetes community is quite large, and each of us is bringing his piece and his experience for the community and to help people with diabetes. So on behalf of Sanofi, I would like just to share with you some of the reason why we are doing this every day, why we are working to improve the life of people with diabetes. So if I can have maybe my first slide, please. So we're going to talk about Sanofi and insulin without just reminding you from where we are coming, because it's very important to acknowledge the fact that this is on the side of Sanofi, there is this long-term heritage about manufacturing insulin. And if you look to the history, you will see that the history industrial that we have started at the very, very early stage, as Lily does, by the way, where in 1993 we started to manufacture the very first insulin. And then we have built on the heritage because the Sanofi of today has been constituted by merger or different companies. So it was Hoechst in Frankfurt in Germany, and by the way, the manufacturer is still there, at least as the location. Then from Hoechst, we went into some merger to become Aventis. Then from Aventis, it became Sanofi Aventis, and then Sanofi as you know it today. And all that in 100 years. In fact, next year, we will celebrate the 100-year of insulin as manufactured by Sanofi. And we are very proud about this heritage because that helps us then to help you on daily basis. The second reason why we are proud, it's another therapy area, which is vaccines. And as you can see on this slide, since 1914, we are also very active in developing vaccine for different diseases across the world. And if we come back on the diabetes and why we do that every day on the next slide, Steffi, please. It's really about, first of all, continue to demonstrate our commitment to diabetes. But what does that mean? It means that we want to ensure that we continue to improve our insulin portfolio. But also we started to understand and to develop new digital solutions in order to help people with diabetes to manage better their diabetes on daily basis, but also to understand what happened and generate data on what happened at population-based level. And this is where we are generating the so-called real-world evidence data using artificial intelligence in order to generate new real-time and predictive insight, because that then helps to improve the treatment overall. And finally, we cannot talk about drug, treatment, digital solution without talking about education. And we do have some programs that we have put together in partnership with some academic societies, institutions, federations, in order to continue to help and support people with diabetes and the healthcare system. And at this stage, I would like just to show you two examples of what we did. If we go on the next slide, please, Steffi. There are two programs that is very close to my heart, at least. It's the KIDS program and the Time in Range Academy. This KIDS program has been developed in partnership with IDF and the ISPAD. And this program is about bringing diabetes education to schools in order to fight the diabetes-related stigma for type 1 and provide healthy lifestyle to tackle the preventable risk for type 2 diabetes. This is ongoing since 2013, and it's really an example of long-term commitment in order to bring a better education at school level. And we have already developed the program, and the program is run in 45 countries. Time in Range Academy, very new educational program, which is solely directed to the healthcare provider. But in this program, which is run by the International Diabetes Center under the leadership of Professor Rich Bergenstahl, they are understanding what does that mean time in range and how to use the time in range to help patients and help people with diabetes to improve their outcome. And finally, the last slide that I had, it circles back to what we have heard at the beginning from our colleague from Ukraine. In fact, we have really, during this crisis, stand up for Ukraine, and we made a lot of donation. I think that the numbers speak by itself. I am not going through all of those, but it's a mix between treatment, vaccine, maybe the number of people that has been treated, 22 million all across the different diseases, and 5 million euros for humanitarian help. And finally, I will finish with something that happened only yesterday. We have launched the new Sanofi Foundation, which is called the Foundation S. And this foundation is our philanthropic approach to care. And there are 3 therapy areas. There is the childhood, at least three area and objective. One for the childhood, so the kids program is completely falling in that one. The increase the health resilience for the vulnerable population, specifically impacted by the climate change and the pollution. And finally, to continue with humanitarian donation whenever it is needed, and we hope that it will never again be needed. So on this, with the very optimistic view and tone, I would like to thank you on behalf of Sanofi, and we are really pleased to continue to work with you, to learn with you, and to work with you. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you, Hannah and Bastien.
Thank you so much, Nadia, for sharing all that. It's really good to see our industry partner taking their responsibility very, very seriously. And we hope that that continues in the future and that we can have all this present at Doc Day once again. Thank you.